Welcome to Stories and Sayings. You reap what you sow. A debt is a wound that heals only when repaid. Even an old serpent sheds its skin. Change is always possible. In a quiet farming village surrounded by open fields and gentle hills, lived a farmer named Adrian. Adrian loved the land. He believed deeply in its promise. But like many who are eager to move forward, he often moved too quickly. He believed effort alone was enough. That intention mattered more than preparation. When the season came to plant, Adrian scattered his seeds with enthusiasm. He worked fast, trusting that the land would respond. Older farmers watched kindly. Prepare the soil well, they advised. Time spent planning is never wasted. Adrian nodded politely, but his mind was already on the future. When harvest time arrived, the fields spoke gently, but honestly. Some crops grew. The yield was smaller than Adrian had hoped. His mother joined him, her hands resting in the soil she had worked for many years. She smiled and said softly, "You reap what you sow." Then she added, "The land always responds to how we treat it." Those words stayed with Adrian. Determined to improve the next season, Adrian decided to invest in better tools and seeds. He borrowed money carefully, believing in the future he was preparing. The season went better, but not perfectly. When the time came to repay what he had borrowed, Adrian realized it would take more time and effort than expected. The lender visited one morning, calm and clear. There was no anger, only responsibility. That evening, Adrian spoke with his father. His father listened patiently, then said gently, "A debt is like a wound. It begins to heal only when it is cared for." Adrian understood. From that day on, Adrian organized his life with intention, and with every step forward, Adrian felt lighter. Yet he knew that growth was not only about actions, it was also about habits. One afternoon, while resting near a stone wall at the edge of his land, Adrian noticed something quiet and remarkable. An old serpent lay in the warmth of the sun. Slowly, it began to shed its skin. An elderly traveler passing by paused and observed the scene. He smiled and said, "Even an old serpent sheds its skin." Then he added, "Change does not belong to the young alone. It belongs to anyone willing to let go of what no longer fits." Those words reached deep within Adrian. From that day, his approach to life shifted. He prepared before planting. Discipline replaced haste. Clarity replaced guesswork. Consistency replaced bursts of effort. Seasons passed. The fields more balanced, the harvest steadier. People in the village began to notice. They said, "Things seem to work out well for Adrian." Adrian smiled gently, because he knew the truth. Luck grows where effort is planted. Years later, Adrian looked across his fields with quiet satisfaction. Not because everything was perfect, but because everything was intentional. He had learned 3 lessons the land teaches to anyone willing to listen. Actions shape results. Responsibility restores balance. And growth is always possible. Life is like the land. What we plant shapes tomorrow. Release what weighs you down. Begin again. Wisdom doesn't rush, it grows in time.